Our first meetings were in my office, but soon we began meeting for tea. She stayed with friends when she came to New York, and I never asked their names. She never told me. When I'd call for her, I'd ask the doorman for Mrs. Grimaldi, and she'd appear, always flawless. One time I said, "How wonderful it must be to wake up looking like Grace Kelly." She said, "It gets harder and harder." Another time she arrived, I said, "You look beautiful." She said, "Well, of course I was coming to see you." I knew I was not the first to hear that line, but I took it anyway. We went to a couple of tiny tea shops on the side streets. One was run by a Japanese woman, so elegant. The lighting was so subtle. At first I thought no one noticed her, and then I realized everyone noticed, just no one intruded. She always talked about the children and how proud she was of them. She never talked about Hollywood or politics. All she ever said about Hollywood was, "It's a tough town, a town without a heart." She always spoke adoringly of her old Hollywood friends, Carrie, Jimmy, Bing, and Frank. Of course I loved it. It amused me to know that one of her best friends was Ava Gardner, who always called her Gracie Grimaldi. After hearing stories about Ava, I realized why they were good friends. They were both completely honest and beautiful. We talked about Broadway, dance, movies, and books. We loved to read. We both felt as though, even though we were educated, we were not really well read. We wrote each other perhaps once a month, and I suggested we might read the same books, and then write each other our impressions and opinions and thoughts, and so we did. We started with the Greeks and went on to Dickens and Austen, Henry James, Edith Wharton, Frank Norris, whom I love, Faulkner, Eudora Welty. Those letters from her are among my favorites. The letters went back and forth until she died. In fact, her last letter reached me 3 days after she died. When I spoke at the Michener Museum in conjunction with the Grace Kelly exhibition, someone asked me what I thought her greatest talent was. Without even thinking, I said, friendship. It was, and remains, a great honor to have painted Princess Grace. The portrait hangs as the centerpiece of the Princess Grace Theater in Monaco.